Hey, how's it going? Okay, I went and picked up some fabric today. So I'm like running behind on stuff because my fabric plug was like, I have some more fabric for you. Um, yes, I'm JJ by the way. JJ. All right, I'm pinning my bookmark item here. Still super new to this is my garage. See, as Terry, since you're somebody else who sells in your garage, this is my Joann's cabinets. OG Joanne's RIP, pour some out for the homie. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm going to give people a minute to come on over. Hello. Yes. Yeah, I've got 3 of the Joann's cabinets. And then I have one that's not exactly a Joann's cabinets, but it also has patterns in it because I have like 5,000 plus patterns. Like I need to do a pattern show at this point. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I just have to while I'm waiting for people to get in, I picked up some fabric today and look at this. I got 3 yards of it. Well, there's 3 different colors. And I just have I have 4. I have 4. The other 3 are yes, local pickup. That reminds me, I need to figure out what my shipping settings are because I always have it messed up. I kind of get I have no idea what I'm doing for the shipping portion. So there's that. This is a big old piece of fabric here. Hello, hello, welcome in. I'm gonna start working on getting started. I know there's a bunch of people on and some shows going right now. If there's anything anybody's interested in, please let me know. I have tons of knits, tons of silks that I had just picked up. And then I do have some gingham that I might run in a scrap bag. I don't know if anybody is interested in some ginghams, but I have a bunch of random pieces that I think would make a great scrap bag that I might throw together. Or if anybody wants some squares of this stuff, let me know. Let me know. Gonna pin a fabric by the yard here. Hello, welcome in. All right, let's see what I got. Oh, and I also have some flannel. I don't know if anybody's interested in flannel because it's hot as Hades out, but if you are, let me know because I've got some flannel. All right. So some of the fabric that I have, hello, welcome in, welcome in. So this one is like a silk charmeuse. I don't know if you can see it there. Some nice sheerness. Hey, Jack. Let's count. Let's see how much I have of this. Got 1, 2. Got 2 yards of this. So I'm going to run 1 yard of this. Oh, nobody wants 30 seconds on the clock. Nobody. Running 1 yard of this black and white silk charmeuse. Absolutely, I sure will. All right, I'm gonna run that again. Hey, yay! I'm so glad. Okay, just so everybody can see the sticker that she's talking about, I usually send one of these with all of my packages. It says buying fabric is a hobby because buying fabric is an entirely separate hobby to sewing, at least to me. So, obviously, because here we are. Did I run this again? I'm going to run this again. A yard of this black and white silk charmeuse. I have a second yard as well. If anybody wants me to run both, I'll run both for you. I have some newer silky-esque type stuff that I just picked up today. So I'm just going to roll through that stuff today and see if anybody wants some of it. And then if you see anything and you're like, JJ, I just want to see what it is that you've got first, and then roll through everything else again, I could totally do that. Can totally do that. This is a ombre, another silk ombre. I think this is from Mood. This is from Mood Fabrics. So it's that silk, again, ombre. Let me see how much I've got of this. One. Did Couture just pop in? 2, 3, 4, 5 and a quarter. Friend, I'm going to pause what I'm doing, although I'm showing everybody this. Look at this stuff that I just got from my fabric plug, Sandra. Okay? I'm just going to show you. I'm going to run it today too. But like, girl, look. Look. And then on the other side, this is the blue one. I know. My fabric plug, I know. My fabric plug, Sandra, we already know. She has like, okay, look at this purple one. There's a purple, the orange one is slick. Like, look at this purple one. That's the other side. So there's like the inside, and then here's the outside of this purple one. Right? Okay, let me show you the orange, because the orange is, I know. Like, look. And they're like 3-yard cuts too. Like, that's enough to make something. You know what I mean? Like, I know, these are amazing. Sandra, who is now just my friend, she has such great taste in fabric. Like, look at this one. This one's, I gotta measure this one. But like, just the borders on this one. I know, isn't that orange great? And then she also sent me with some more tweed. So like, look at these tweeds that she sent me with. Sorry, everybody. We're just, my fabric plug, Sandra, that I buy a lot of my, that I've bought in a lot of my apparel fabric from. This is the last little bit that she's had for me. But look at this tweed. Look at it. Look at it. Y'all see that? Okay, wait, let me show you the other one. Anyways, like I was saying to everybody, I know, look at this one too. My fabric plug, Sandra, is on another planet when she like picks fabric. Look at this. There's 2 cuts of this one. It's like, she just has such great taste in fabric, friends. I'm just like, just saying that off the jump. Okay. I know, this one is just so, like, this is just, don't worry, I'm going to run it. I will run it. But I've just been, if you guys are popping in and haven't been my show, it's just controlled chaos over here, okay? So I hope that, I don't know what you're expecting. If you're expecting the what's it called? The chill, quilting cotton ladies, no, that's not my show. Okay, hold on. I measured this and then I forgot. Okay, I have 5 yards. I have 5 yards of this running at $7 a yard. It is like a silk charmeuse kind of vibe, very silky. It came from Mood Fabrics, running at $7 a yard. Couture. How many yards of this do you want, Couture? This one's so nice. It's so soft. All of it? You want all 5? All right, there's 1. Let me just put in, there's 5. Let me just put in a custom one for you for the other 4. Create a temp listing. Couture. Oh, forgot the U. I always forget the U whenever I go to tag you and stuff. I'm like, wait, that almost always spell contour. I feel like. All right, so 40 for the rest. For remaining yards. Confirm. Oh, please select a shipping profile. Fine. Hold on, let me weigh it real quick. Hey, everybody. Hey, friends. Welcome in. Thanks for sharing. Let me weigh this real quick, although I don't think it's going to be a lot. Also, if you see anything in my show and I have multiple yards of it, if you just let me know in the chat how many yards you want of something, I will just run you the whole thing. I'll create a custom thing and just run you the whole gamut. Thank you. I was just showing them all of this stuff that I just picked up today from my fabric plug. Sandra, okay, wait, did I run it yet? No, I didn't run it yet. Yes. Oh, there you are. Moonshine Sally. That's my fabric plug, friends. Moonshine Sally. All right. Couture that, oh, I don't know. Okay, I didn't do 30 seconds. Couture, we're just gonna watch this clock time down here. Sandra, we're just gonna go through all of this stuff that you gave me, and just see how it does. Couture, I think Couture can agree for the most part, Sandra, because she's the one who bought that other. I know. Couture, Sandra is the one who picked all of this. I was showing her this stuff, and she was like, "Ooh, very Chanel." And I'm like, "Yes, my fabric plug Sandra has the best taste in picking fabric." So, hello, welcome in. I know, I love it. This one is so cute. Look at this, and it is a pink. It's kind of looking red. Let me see if I've got a card. Just so that you can see how pink it is. Yeah. This is another one of those silky charmeuse. Let me see what I've got for length on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 yards of this. I'm going to run it by the yard. Pin item. Choo choo. Gigi Sews. Welcome in, Gigi. All right. A yard of the. Oh my God, with the 30 seconds. Why is that the automatic thing? Okay. Width of this. Let me get you a width. Hey, so babe. Over 36, so it looks like 40, 46? It's more than a yardstick. What did I say for the width of that too? 4? What do you? Yeah, 46. 46. I'm gonna run that one again. $7 for a yard. If you want multiple yards of anything that you see me showing, just let me know in the chat and I will run it for you. That's kind of just how we do stuff around here. I know, I wish you can see the pink to that. I do have some pink that I picked up from Sandra, but that's gonna be at $10 a yard. $10. Okay, let me show you what else I got. We're just gonna go through all of the new stuff that I got together. Oh, and then I do have, if anybody wants some gingham or plaid, just, I think it's cotton, scraps, I'll run you a scrap bag. Because I got all of these great scraps. Look at this. If anybody wants me, and some of these are big old pieces too. So if you want a scrap bag of the plaids and the ginghams, let me know and I will run that for you. Oh, my what's it called didn't run. My Knotbot didn't run. Just thinking of that now. Tap to print. Fabric by the yard. Sorry, friends. Apparently I didn't run the, what's it called? The knot bot. Where is there it is. Choo choo choo. Stinking thing, almost forgot about it. Fabric by the yard one. Okay, let's see what else I got. This is a crepe. Let me see. It's like a light, like kind of periwinkle color. Let's see what I got. Ooh, we're wide. We're at least 60 on the width. 60 on the width. And let's see what we got yardage wise. 1 5/8. 4-ply crepe. In this kind of blue color. Where'd my card go? 4-ply crepe. Just so that you can see the like actual blue here. Yeah, there it is. 4-ply crepe. I'm gonna run all that for $7. This 4-ply crepe. I think this one's from Mood 2. Hello, welcome in. Right now I'm just showing some of the new like apparel fabric that I've got. If you're just wanting to see what I have and ask me to run it later, go ahead. Just screenshot what it is and tell me what it is that you're looking for. Ooh, this is that same color blue as that crepe, but it's a chiffon. Ooh, this is pretty. This is so pretty. Another super wide. Look at that. Super wide. Let's see what I've got for yardage. There's a little bit cut out on the end, so that's just some extra. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 yards. Running that right now. $7 for a yard. $7 for a yard of the super pretty blue chiffon. If you're wanting multiple cuts of anything, I will just run you a custom thing. No worries there. And then I'm going to go back through all of this stuff at the end when I'm putting it away. Let's see, what do we got? Another chiffon. This one's black. Black chiffon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yards. 5 yards of this black chiffon. Starting at $7 there. 5 yards. Black chiffon. And then if you have any questions on anything, please let me know. I will gladly answer. I think this is another. Oh, this one is a stretch silk chiffon. Stretch silk chiffon. Gonna run that one. Another black chiffon. This is a pretty piece. Ooh, and it's big too. Thanks for looking at that one. I don't know if anybody's interested in some of the real shiny stuff that I have. I think this is a habutai. 1 yard. $1.25. This is a real lightweight, so I'm going to swap the price here to product, edit item. This is going to be $5 for the whole piece. confirm. $5 for this piece of habutai. So it's like nice and soft and shimmery. A little bit of sheerness there. Did I start it? No, I did not. I always forget to start stuff. $5 for the whole cut of this. Like a silk habutai. So it's great for lining and things like that. Like if you're wanting an additional layer or like corset lining, things like that. Oh, anybody into some glittery things or some sequins? Look at this. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Stop. This is amazing. I'm not saying you need a dress, but you might, in fact, need a dress out of this stuff, friends. Oh my God, this is so fun. Look at that. Okay. I know. There's a couple of these shiny ones. I'm just gonna do this, okay? Just to like, and also it's heavy. I just want to let you guys know this is heavy and it's beautiful. And I would say, looking at it, at least 5 yards. At least 5 yards. Let me wake up, mouse. We're gonna do $7 a yard. And oh, where'd it go? It's running, right? I think it's running. I'm so terrible at like remembering if or if not for starting things. This is why mods exist, because if I was going off my brain, just not happening. Just not happening. All right, there's, back it up, Terry. Start. All right, $7 a yard for this super awesome, and like I'll get close so that you can see the sequins on it here. And I have about 5 or so of that. Thanks for looking at that. And I'm going to show you guys when I go back and start putting things away. I'll go back through all of it again. What else we got? Ooh, I don't know what this is. This is like a navy blue-ish color. Navy blue. This is pretty unique. It's kind of like a ribbed chiffon. I don't know if Sandra's still here. Sandra, what are we looking at? Silk cloak. That's my fabric plug, by the way. I'm going to keep saying it, but that's my fabric plug, who I buy my fabric from. Silk cloak. All right, let me see what we got for yardage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 yards. 8 yards of this silk cloak. It's got some stretch to it. This would make a great lining as well. It's like, it feels nice and like, dense isn't the word, but. So some silk cloak. Let me adjust this here. Oop, not what I meant to do. How do I edit that? Product, edit item, 7 for the silk cloak for the yard. And I have multiple yards. If I have multiple yards of anything and you want multiple yards, you just let me know in the chat how much you want. Again, I'm running silk cloak right now. Thanks for looking at that. What else do I got in this fun bin? Ooh. This is like a very nice and heavy, I'm thinking it's wool crepe. Sandra, this pink, wool crepe, right? Yeah. Wool crepe. This stuff is nice and heavy. Nice and heavy. I wouldn't say that they're stretched, but there's definitely some give there. Let me get a measurement on the width. Where are we at? So some of this wool crepe, I think there's at least 5 yards. If you want multiple yards of something, you just let me know in the chat. There's 1, 2. This is so nice. 3. We're at 6 yards of it. 4. Yeah, 6. 6 yards of this wool crepe. It is nice and heavy. This would make some great pants. Great pants. Let me show you so you can actually see the pink color here. All right, that's running at $7 a yard. If you want multiple yards, you just let me know in the chat how many yards you want, and I'll run it for you. $7 a yard. Beautiful wool crepe. Pink or peach? I would say it's peach. Well, pink. Hold on. Wait a second. We'll get all the lights on in here. Because right now I just have my big light on. My garage door is going to open so that you can get some, so you can see it in the natural light. Oh yeah, there you go. This is what it's like. You want all? Also, it does on the selvage, it does say Doppio crepe made in Italy. So you want all, so babe? This is the, like more of a better. I had to open the garage so you could see the pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're at 5.5. Hey, 5 5/8. So babe. Let me weigh it for you. 5 5/8. Hey, that's okay, Violet. Welcome in. I'm so glad you came. Okay, so quick rundown. At the bottom, it says the auction thing. So like right now, I'm running this, but I'm running a custom amount for So Babe. So you can see when she bids on it, what happens. I'm just gonna put a custom profile up. 5 pounds, 8 ounces. 5 pounds of fabric. All right, let's do an ad. So right now I'm just creating a listing just for her. So babe, description, pink wool crepe. Okay, shipment profile, we're at 5 pounds. It's a big old Betty piece of fabric. All right, so babe. Confirm. Start auction. That's up for you. And I just put it at 35, like just for 5 yards, essentially. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Like if I ran it, I ran it and nobody bought it, and then she wanted all 5 of it. So I'm a bit confused there. I'm a bit confused because I ran it and nobody wanted it but her, and she wanted all of it. So not sure what the issue there is. I appreciate you looking out, but if I run it and nobody bids on it and she wants all of it, I'm not really understanding the issue there. All right, so babe, all of that is yours. I also have these smaller pieces. Not sure if anybody is interested in me running some of these. I think this is another, yeah, this is another nice, like random little offcut here. So we're gonna run this for 5. Doo, doo, doo. Confirm. Choo, choo, choo. All right, that's running right now. 5 for this piece. It's looking like a kind of silky charmeuse. Thanks for looking at that. And I'll go back through these when I'm going back through my bin here. I think I already looked at that one. Oh, here's a cute blue one. Some of these are smaller cuts. I'm not sure if anybody, maybe I should do a, what's it called? Like a scrap bag with some of these off cuts. Anybody want me to run a scrap bag of like silk charmeuse? Anybody interested in those? Because there's like a bunch of like cute little pieces. I do have this in a roll. Let's see what else I got. Ooh, ooh. It's been a hot minute. I have one velvet. I do not believe it is silk. I think that it's a synthetic blend. I can show it to you. It's like a mulberry, like Merlot color. All right. This is clearly a scrap piece, and I think that we're probably 24 on the width at least. Yeah, at least 24 on the width of this like super awesome green color. Let me get you a length on it. 1, 2, 3. So 3 yards by 24. I'm gonna run this whole piece for 10. Whole piece for 10. Confirm. Choo, choo, choo. Start. All right, that's running for 10. If anybody wants this whole piece of silk charmeuse, this is a cool color. And I think that the color that it's showing on my phone is exactly what it's looking like, by the way. So, babe, good grab. Good grab on that. I will show you the last little bit of silk that I've got, or sorry, of the velvet that I've got, till I get some more. There's that first. So, babe. Let's see here. Do, do, do. I don't know what's going on with that. So this one is 4 1/4. 4 1/4. This is what I got. Elaine, welcome back, Elaine. This is what I've got for velvets. It is more like a matte mulberry color. Not much sheen to it or shine. Run a yard of that. don't think, some of them I don't think would be big enough for a pair of shorts. So I have a yard of this velvet running. The velvet is $10 a yard. Thanks for looking at that. Some of them might be. But I also just did get more silks in. Oh, like this one would be. Ooh. Ooh, this one would definitely be big enough. Orange, I think it's another, this one's like 36 on the width at least. At least 36 on the width. And 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5. I'm gonna run this whole piece, 2.5 for 15. Oop. Product auctions, edit. 2.5 yards for $15 for all 2.5 yards of this orange silk charmeuse. This one's cute. This is definitely enough, for sure. Look at that. Yeah, good grab, Denise. I haven't even showed y'all the, well, I just like previewed in the teal green. This teal green. I have, yes, I have a whole roll. Well, not a whole roll, but I got a roll of that, and then I have some other blues too. I'll grab those. I will grab those. Let me see if I have any scraps that big, though. This is a different teal. This is a different teal, Denise. Ooh, girl. This one's shorter on the width. You like this one too? All right, let's see what we got for length. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the length of this teal, and I think the width is probably going to be 24. 30. I'd say about 30. So 4 yards by 30. No worries. I'm going to run this one. $20 for all 4 yards. Let me make sure my weight's right on this because it's a different cut. Choo, choo, choo. Oh, that's not what I wanted. 4 yards at 10 ounces. All right. Choo, choo, choo. All right. Did I run that? Real sus. All right, $20 for 4 yards of this like teal-ish blue. Thank you. This one's a good grab. I like all of these like other colors. I do have some other, Denise, I don't know if you were in for like, I don't know if pink's your color or if we're just in for the blues and greens, love. I do. I have a lot of pinks. Yeah, I love, this is a very nice color. I have a handful of pinks in various colors. I think that I showed the stripe too. I don't think I showed the stripe to Denise. Yes, Violet in the chat there, she picked up this super pretty top. Actually, I might have a similar pattern, like kind of just, oh, it might be back inside. But she picked up like this kind of, I can't remember the name for the style, but Okay, and you're wanting pink, right? I'll show you what I've got for pinks because I have a variety of them. What about that Ariel green? Oh, the one that Sobe picked up. So this one is, if Sandra is still here, she can confirm that this one was imported from the UK because my fabric plug Sandra's legit. This is an imported pink silk. Again, very flowy. Another like charmeuse type. Yes, I was like, import, yes, Bennett silk. And I would say that that color is true to color on what it's looking like. So this is $10 a yard. And then let me get you the other pink. I have two other pinks. Actually, I have more than two. That one's Habitai. Here's another pink. Habitai. Okay, I think these are for sure the pinks that I have. One more, let me look, one more time. And this is kind of like a lilac pink. Here's my other pinks. This one. You said pink, friend. Yeah, so this one has more. You want this one? Yeah, so this one has a bit more sheerness to it than the other. This one isn't the Bennett silk. Yeah, so this one has a little bit more sheerness, as you can, I don't know if you can kind of see, but it does have some sheerness to it. This one is $7 a yard. And then I also have, this one has, this one's more like a baby pink, and it has a little bit of stretch, so a little bit of two-way stretch. So no stretch along the selvage. This is another that is $7 a yard. And then here is another that's more like a kind of like bone pink, if that makes sense. And this one's 10. So I'm gonna run this one here. Let me run this one. Edit. This one is 10. Confirm. So I'm running a yard of this. And normally for these, like I'll run it, and then if nobody wants, like if nobody else bids on it, then I'll just keep running some yardage for you. So like we do, every yard is a separate run, if that makes sense. Or I can do like a custom item for you. $10 a yard for this like bone pink silk charmeuse. Oh, let me run this other pink one since I'm already at 10. Of the Barbie pink? Okay. You got it. Not this Barbie pink, but the one that's like bright, yeah? What am I wrapped up in? Okay. This one, for anybody joining in, is a Bennett silk from the UK. $10 a yard on this one. That's okay. I do that all the time. I've only been on Whatnot for like a week and a half. So it's kind of a learning curve. A yard of this super awesome pink silk. $10 a yard. Thanks for looking at that. All right, let me move to the 7s. Edit item. Confirm. Start. $7 a yard for this like light pink silk charmeuse. And if you want multiple yards of something, you just let me know in the chat and I'll just run multiple yards for you. All right, I think this is the one. Again, it does have some sheerness to it. I don't know if you can like kind of see it. It might just be because of my light, but there is some sheerness to this one, Violet. I just want to make sure you know that. $7 a yard. First yard is up and running if anybody is interested. There's that first yard there for Violet. Good. I'm going to run another yard of this. Another yard running. I'm going to run one more. That's okay. It'll fix it whenever you get it updated. So that first one will at least run whenever you fix that payment or whatever. If anybody else is interested, here, I'll run it again. This is for a second yard, by the way, Violet. This would be bidding on a second yard. Golden Delicious, welcome. Good grab. Thanks for your first purchase with me, Golden. I'm going to run another one of these because I've got a couple of yards. Another yard at $7 a yard of this super awesome pink silk. Absolutely. Violet, you just let me know whenever you're ready and I'll just roll back through again. No worries there. If there's any other colors anybody is interested in, let me know. And like I said, I'll go back through some of the ones that I've gone through already. I don't think I've run. No, I don't think. Did I run this one? Denise, did I run this one? Denise, you got the other. No worries, you're okay. No, Denise, I think you got the other, like the lighter blue. Or like the one that's more blue. This is like seafoam. And this is going to be at least 36, 38. 38 on the width by 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yards. Wait. Another silk charmeuse. Got 4 yards of this. Let me edit this item here. 4 yards. $20 for all 4 yards. That's starting right now. $20, all 4 yards. This is another pretty color for sure. Got it fixed? Okay. If you fixed it, that means that other... Hey, Beth. I didn't know you were here. Beth and I have just been, I think we've just been in the same shops all day today. We've just been in the same shops all day today. Good grab on this one, Denise. All right, where am I at? Some of the other things that I ran earlier before anybody was in here. Um, no, Violet, it's not going to charge the shipping cost for each yard. So there's a max shipping of $9.21. That's as much as you're going to pay for shipping, at least the way that I have it set up. So if you buy multiple yards, you don't get charged for shipping every single time. I'm going to toss another. Choo, choo, choo. Let me edit this. Seven. There's another 7 or another one of these. This is a, in case anybody is curious, this is a silk. And I've got lots of silks to run today. Violet, how many yards did you need again? At least 3? 3.5? Okay. Choo, choo, choo. This is for the second yard. Oh, sorry. You've already, I just did the second yard. And now, okay, there we go. There's the third yard. I was like, I'm not sure if I started it. All right, that's 3. Bye, Robin. Thanks for stopping in. No, Violet, I'll just cut extra. If I cut a little extra on the what's it called, it'll be fine. You buy patterns for me. We're cool. We're cool there. You are so welcome. Yeah, I always cut a bit extra anyways, because anytime that I've gotten fabric from people and it's always had like a little bit of a tail and some wiggle room, always appreciate it. I just picked up some new silks. How did you end up in jail? Oh, Beth, I have some stuff that you would like too. So I got 2. Wait, let me double check. Let me double check that I do in fact have 2 of this. Okay, I've got 2 yards of this one. And this is another silk charmeuse, $7 a yard. $7 a yard of it. It's definitely white. It's coming across a little creepy, but it's white and black. Oh, you had to put yourself in jail? I totally get it, because yesterday I legitimately had 10 boxes show up. And I was like, did I really order that? Like, but did you really? I'm like trying to sneak into the house, and my daughter's like, oh, are these packages for me? I'm like, shh, don't tell your dad. Don't tell your dad. Okay, while I have a bunch of people in the room, I'm going to show you guys some of this dreamy fabric that I got. So if anybody wants to pick a color to see first, I have like this greenish one, this blue, this orange, and then this pink. There's 3 in there's someone throw out a color and I will show you these cuts. Pick me a color to show y'all. Pick a color. Yeah, they're silk too. Heavier weaves. I've got about 3.5 yards of these ones. I'm gonna open it up and show you guys. So these would be, so this is the back. Here's the back, and then here is the front. Just look at that. This is the pink one. I'm gonna come in closer so you can see the detail. I've got 3.5 yards of this. And like you can see the weave right there. 3.5 yards of this, and I'm gonna run it 10 a yard. We're doing the purple first. Do, do, do. And then here's the back. So like if you liked this version more, like just look at the sheen on that. That's such a cool. Sandra, I don't know where you got this, but man, this is something else. I just like how like it changes every time the light catches it. Okay, running $10 for 1 yard. I have 3.5 yards of this, and I am not offended if you don't want this because the purple one and the blue one I want to hang on to. I don't know what I would ever make or wear, but that's irrelevant because just look at it. Like sometimes you just keep fabric on your shelf. Yeah. Anybody else just like hoard fabric? Just curious. Just curious. I'll rerun that in a little bit. I'll show you the blue next. Blue. Here's the back side of the blue. Super neat. And it's like it has like this floral detail. And then here is the, like another side. Again, this is another neat woven silk. Not scratchy at all. Like just so that we're clear, this is like not scratchy at all. This is, I have 3.5 yards, starting at $10 a yard. That's running now. And if you want multiple yards or something, you just let me know. This is so neat. And then look at the border on that. And the flowers. So pretty. All right, the orange one might be my favorite. I have a yellow skin tone, so orange doesn't always look the best on me. But look at this orange one. Here's one side. And then again with the detail on the border. And then here's the other side. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Again with the detail there. $10 a yard. If orange is your color. Look at that. Oh, this is so pretty. So pretty. Thanks for looking at that. Dropped a little sticker thing. And then I have one more of these types. This is another one. Oh my goodness. I hadn't even checked out the back of this one yet. So this one has like this very wide like end tail piece. And then it goes into kind of like this ornate paisley thing. And then here's the border on this one. And then here is the inside or outside, depending on whichever way you roll. So like either way, it's a banger. On the inside, on the outside, either way. $10 a yard. And then I'm not sure how much I have in yardage of this one. Show you guys again, the print there. Just so neat. Look at that. All right, let me see. Also, I showed this earlier before there was a handful of people in the room, but if anybody is interested in like a scrap bag of plaids and ginghams, they're all little odd cuts, but there are some bigger pieces in there. I can definitely, oh, this one's like just flat out like almost a yard. I could run a scrap bag if anybody wants to do that. Let's see what else is in my little bin here. Oh, here's a small cut of this. I have this on the roll. This is so fun. Look at it. Just look. I have this on the roll, but if you want a smaller cut that's already ready, let me run it for you. So this is 1.5. I know. Violet, I have it in 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. 4. So here's the pink one. Oh, sorry, here's the purple one. I have it in a white and pink, and then just full on pink, and then like a disco ball, like for real disco ball looking. All right, I'm gonna run this $10 for a yard and a half. You get all 1 yard and a half. Let me weigh this real quick, just to make sure that I'm cool on the weight. Hey, Abby, welcome in. That's 1 pound, so I might have to adjust that. 1 pound, because it's a yard and a half. Let me just drape this over myself again, so y'all could see. Welcome in, Heather. I love this one. I have no idea what I would do with it either, but I definitely have a cut for myself. I can tell you that much. Like, I don't, okay, $10 for a yard and a half of this. Again, I also have, well, I can't say she's a teenager anymore. I have a 21-year-old, and I need to make her, she's going to Vegas. I don't have time to make her, she just turned 21. I don't have time to make her a dress. But if I did, like, she'd be getting a dress like this for sure, just so she could wear it in spirit. I'm gonna run this one just one more time, just because I can. $10 for a yard and a half, just in case anybody was like, do I? Here, you might. Yes, absolutely. Yard and a half of this, $10 for a yard and a half. It's already just cut, that's why I'm running it. All right, okay, let me get you the disco ball because it's right here under my table. Here is the disco ball. Wait, let me untie it. Let me untie it. Let me untie it real quick. Just so that so everyone can see the disco. Look. Look. It's amazing. Welcome in, everybody. You're joining in at a weird time. I have gotten out the weird fabric. Not weird, but just straight up. I know. This one's so cool. This one is so cool. Let me. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. Running this at $7 a yard in case anybody's interested in a yard of this disco ball fat. I love this one. I'm like not even, this is so good. Okay, let me show you the other ones. I showed you the disco ball. You've already seen the purple. Anybody that's already been in my show is probably like, JJ, I have seen this. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna show it to you again just because I can. Oh, Violet, what I do have is some hot pink velvet. Now that I just saw it. Okay, here's another one. Look at this. All right, I'm running $7 a yard for this shimmery one. Yes, definitely, Beth. $7 for a yard of this shimmery thing. Or if you do like dance costumes kinds of things, this would be great. I also have a 3-year-old, so like some of this stuff she would just love in general, you know? Good Mermaid, yes. I have one more to show you on that. This one I need to re-roll. But it's pink. Where's my endpoint? Hold on. Welcome in. Yes. All of them would be. The purple one is kind of my favorite, for sure. But like, look at this one. Look at this one. Is that hard to sew? So it's on a mesh. So I don't think it's hard to sew, but I would have to explain it to you. So here's this, and it'll be kind of easy for me to explain actually. Hold on, let me just, okay. Yeah. So you can another way that doesn't really require, that doesn't really require a ton of work would just be so on the back it's on this mesh right here. And what you can do if you want it clean and you don't want it underneath your seam is just go through and snip one row. You don't even have to really snip it. You can like run like a seam ripper on it. That's what I've done before for sequins, just to like keep it out from underneath. If you're worried about your machine. So you can just like, these are like just held on by a light little thing. And they just, yeah. And it's actually, I know it sounds like it'd be tedious. It actually goes really fast. If you use a seam ripper or like, you know, those little dermaplane things for your face, I actually use that sometimes to seam rip because it's just, yeah, it's really fast. So I'm going to run a yard of this. Ooh, girl. I just like the sound that it makes too. Like, ooh, fur baby mama, getting in on this. Yes. You want more than a yard? It is wide. It is wide. All right, I'm gonna run one more. Stops running right now, just in case you want to. Love the pink for sure. Just in case you want to. Fur baby, I'm gonna add an extra into your package because you're the first person who has purchased some of this, and I just love it. I just love it that you bought some of this finally because I'm so excited. Will you send me pictures, please? Please send me pictures of whatever it is that you make with this. I'm so happy. This is like one of my favorite fabrics too. Like, and I'm just so happy that someone is gonna make something. That is so fun. Okay, let me grab Violet this and see if she wants a scrap bag of this. Sorry, you can probably still hear me. Okay. I should just do some scrap bags of like miscellaneous things because I have like cute scraps from Sandra, like this blue velvet, and then like there's a little chunk of pink. I don't know where all the doll makers are, but doll makers, like these are so cute. Oh, and then there's like this big old brown bit. I'm gonna run the brown. Let's see what we got for width. Width is 40. 40 on the width of that. By 1, 2, 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. It's all silk velvet. Ooh. 1 pound, 6.9. What did I say? 3 and a quarter? 15, 1 pound. All right. Product, edit item. 15, confirm. All right, I'm running $15 for all 3 and a quarter of this brown silk velvet. 3 and a quarter, starting at $15. 3 and a quarter, starting at $15 for this piece of silk velvet. So soft, by the way, so soft. I'll run that again in a little bit. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see, I think this is a yard. I also have this on a roll. So if anybody is interested in more than a yard of this orange silk velvet, let me edit this item real quick. This is a yard here. We're running at $7 a yard. Change my weight profile so I'm in the right spot. $7 a yard. And this is 1 yard of this beautiful orange silk velvet. 1 yard of this silk velvet. And I do have this on the roll, so if you're wanting more than a yard of this, you just let me know. I don't know if anybody wants these scrap pieces. What's this one? I think this is a yard. This is a yard and some change. Let's run a yard of the brown. A yard of the brown velvet at $7 for 1 yard of the brown silk velvet. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for looking at that one. Oh, I still have more shiny stuff too, friends. I think I showed this earlier. I don't know who was in here earlier. This is nice and heavy. This is beautiful. Like, just look at that. Another one that's on mesh. This one's cool. I'm gonna change the weight here on this because this is heavy. Heavy on the yard. Starting at $7 a yard. Anybody is interested in a yard of this? $7 a yard. Oh, fur baby. Okay, what's your name? So I stop calling you fur baby. Unless you just want me to call you fur baby all evening. I'm gonna run one more of this. This is a nice wide-ish cut too. All right, that is another good grab there, fur baby. Thank you so much, Violet. Yeah, you want that 3-yard silk? Absolutely, Danny. Danny, I saw you earlier and I wasn't sure if you were still here. I'm so glad you are. I picked up some new stuff, Danny. Did you see the pink one that I showed? The pink and purple one? I'm not sure if you came in after that. Ooh, Danny. Okay, hold on. Let me get this one for you. I saw it and I was like, this is Miss Danny for sure. All right. This is the one we wanted for 23 and a quarter, I think is what it was. 3 and a quarter. Oh, no worries, Couture. I appreciate you just even hanging out. 20 for 3. Yeah. What did I run the 3 at, Danny? 20? I don't remember. I don't remember. That's up. Danny. Okay, I'm going to show you the purple, Danny, because I know that you'll like the purple that I've got. This is a good cut. Your mama's house. We got Fur Baby Mama and your mama's house. All the moms are just hanging out, buying fabric. That's hilarious. All right, this is for Miss Danny. I know, we sure do. We sure do. Katura, I don't know if you missed the person in my chat telling me that I was wrong for um, running one item for somebody, and I was like, are we for real? Are we for real? Where's Denise at? Yeah. Okay. Here's what I was wish. I'm not sure if you saw this, Danny. It's 3.5 yards. I was running it by the yard at $10. I know. It was really weird. Apparently I'm violating terms and conditions, even though nobody bid on it, but so they wanted it. Okay. $10 a yard. Oh, Danny, you did see that. Wasn't it weird? It was weird. We were all like, excuse me? Oh, you saw this. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, I wasn't sure which you were talking about seeing, Danny. The person, I want the whole 3 yards of that. It's 3 yards. 30. It was so weird. I hope that person's here so they could see us in the chat. That's okay. Couture, I have it in 3 colors. Did you want the other ones? I ran them earlier. It was just so weird because, like, if nobody bids on the item and then somebody decides that they will, no, if somebody bids on an item or nobody bids on an item and somebody decides that they want all of it, well, I'm going to sell you all of it. Like, nobody bid on it. It was just weird. It was weird. $30. And then how much did this weigh again? Oh, it's 11 ounces. Okay. It was just weird. We were just all, I don't know what. All right. $30 for this 3-yard piece. This one's so cool. And Couture, my fabric plug Sandra's in my chat too, because I picked up some silk from her that's like imported from the UK, and then yes, and then So Babe got like this pink wool crepe from Italy, which was a great grab. Great grab. Yeah, this one's cool. And that shimmer, like that on it, is amazing. Amazing. Okay, I showed some of the silks. Let me find some other ones. Let me find. So here's another Bennett. Oh yeah, Denise, we're just talking about the random person in my chat, which was weird because it was another fabric store. Which I actually don't even think is that far from me. It's really weird. Yeah, it was really weird to come from like a straight up fabric store where they were like, you can't run something just for a person. Like they were saying to put it in the shop. I'm like, okay, this one is like this. It looks silver. Let me get a card out. But it's more like a blue. I hope that person's EDB. Welcome. I got some new stuff. Okay, this one's like an ice blue. Is it looking silver? Or is it looking blue? Okay, either way. Hi. We're just the collective is talking about somebody that was in my chat earlier telling me I was doing stuff wrong. Confirm. Okay, running next. $10 a yard for this beautiful bluish silk. Yeah. This beautiful bluish silk from the UK. Yeah, the funny part is like I literally like I while I appreciate other people wanting to police other people, like cool. When whatnot tells me I'm violating the terms and conditions. Also, I'm like the worst person to try and troll because like I for real was the police for 6 years. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I was a cop. And so like you can't tell me nothing. Like I'm for real just unfazed. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, exactly. And like people run bundles. Like it's like running a bundle. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. So, or like where people like cash out at the end. All right, this is a baby-ish pink. It's coming across a little salmon-y. I think it's just because my light. Yeah, I'm like, clearly you're new here because my give a damn is clearly broken. Like I'm just not the one. I think this has no stretch on this one. $10 a yard for this silk charmeuse. $10 a yard. This pinkish silk charmeuse. I feel like I need to open my garage door so that y'all can see the colors on some of this stuff. Hang on. We need the lights. Sorry for the sound in my garage door opening, friends. 3 little bobbins. Welcome in. Yeah. And like, I'm not joking when I say that I like was like behold my field of F's to give. Like I worked too long in a field where like people just wanted to trash talk all the time. And so like my like cool. Like yeah. I love when people troll because so many things. I really appreciate those hands are ready to eat for everybody. That's so funny. And so I really appreciate it because yeah, it was just like such a weird thing, especially from another shop. Like from another like a fabric store. It was really, really weird. Again, if that person is still on here watching, please know that there are yeah, people want to buy fabric from people like that behave like that. This is like another. I don't know if I did run a piece like this. I think Denise got it, but this is off the roll. Oh, we got you, Couture. I don't know if anybody screenshot it, but it's sure ingrained in my brain because I'm just one of those people. Like if I write you out, dude, we're done. We're done. Don't ever talk to me. $10 a yard for this beautiful like baby or sorry robin egg blue silk charmeuse. This is another one of those Bennett silks from the UK, I believe. Yeah, there's Denise. Yeah, that's my friend. Yeah, like Couture, you're like at least run it by your like fake name, a pseudo name. Karina, is that Karina? Karine? Carrie Ann? Carrie Ann? Yes. This one's really pretty. I love this color. Also, I'm not sure if anybody is in for flannels or knits or anything like that. Or if I should, or if anybody's interested in me doing a just like random fill up box of this is another cute cut. This is a smaller cut. If anybody is interested in me doing like a small filled bag of some of these silky pieces, I don't know what you do with the smaller ones other than like some risque type stuff. You know. Okay. Okay. I'm not saying what to do with your time, but if you want to make something small that covers nothing, there's some pieces for that. Okay. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Let me see what else I got in the bins because I haven't even really gone through some of them. This is a pretty blue. Do I have this blue? If you for something to cover up your giblets. Yeah, thanks so, babe. I don't have a blue like this. Sandra, where's the roll like this one? This one's pretty. All right. I was going to list this one, and now I'm unsure because this is some real hot girl. Oh, okay. I do have it. Okay. Couture, I really love you. Oh, okay. Just kidding. I do have the roll. Found it. 1, 2, 3. That's 2.5. 2.5 with some change cut out of it. Denise, you got screenshots? Send them to me. Send them to me. I'm gonna put it on my Instagram. Come correct or not at all, friends. Come correct or not at all. All right, 15. Let's go 15 for 2.25. There's 2.25 and like a little bit of change because there's a piece that's what's it? A neurosurgeon who's complaining. Oh my god. Ooh. All right, running for 15 for 2.25 of this beautiful blue. Another silk. No, there's no sheerness on this one. This is definitely some like, Danny, always with the good grab, Danny. You are so welcome. I always love seeing you in other groups, Danny, and seeing like the fabric that you pick up. And then I like to try and guess if the fabric they show, if you're in there, if it's something that you're gonna pick up. in the best of ways. In the best of ways, Danny. Okay. Anybody want some blue fur? I know in one of my last shows, somebody wanted some blue faux fur, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is soft. This is soft as all get out. So I don't know where Harles is. I need to tag Harles and see if she needs something like this for her cat. She was in here last night or on Wednesday morning because I forgot that I did a morning show. I know that would make a dreamy bag. I would have to fight for my life sewing it, but I would do it. That would make such a dreamy bag. Yeah, I can totally see that with work, like having to wear something kind of. All right. Did I measure this? I don't think I did. It's at least a yard wide. I'm gonna go with a yard and 7/8. Not very wide. A yard and 7/8. Oh, well, if we're going along the selvage, it's different. Okay. Either way, 15 for whatever this. Ooh, yeah. It does have very good backing for stuff like that too. 15 for this piece. If anybody is interested. This reminds me of that movie Get Him to the Greek, where they like have to touch the wall of fabric. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yes, so babe. It's so soft. I'm telling you right now. I don't know if you saw the pink one that I had that sold, but that one was super cute too. I should have picked up those bolts from Sandra. Stroke the furry wall. Yes, I should have picked these up from Sandra when she had it in black too. It was my fault. Sorry, friends. I should have picked it up from her. It would have been such a good piece. It's the stuff that she had a pink and a black one, And I didn't pick those up because I'm an asshat. I don't know what this is. Some nice stretch. Sandra, is this like lining stuff? Yeah. I have some lining in black and like a nude color. Yeah. Tamara. Sandra, Moonshine Sally in my comments. She's in my chat. She's my fabric plug that I got all this stuff from. So it's really great for me because then I can just be like, Sandra, what is this? Tell me what it is. It is a mesh, but it is. This would be great for lining some things for sure. Hey, Polish Penny, welcome back. Gang's all here, friends. Gang's all here, my peeps. This is super lightweight. So I'm gonna run this for $5. $5, and I think it's a yard. And if anybody is interested in some lining, yeah, a yard and some change. This is a nice, like, wide piece too. Yes, and I do have it in nude, a nude color too. $5. Oh, I gotta hit confirm. Hit. Good grief. Start $5 for a yard of this lining. Great lining for dresses and things like that. It feels good along the skin. Like it's like slinky. Yeah. It feels good along the skin. Like some linings, I'm like, this is a bit scratching my itties is not a good idea. You know? Some more scrap. I think I'm gonna do a scrap of the silks. What are we? Tencel? Is this what we are? Tencel? 1 1/4. Tencel? Yeah. Sandra, you're making me feel so smart when I'm like trying to guess what stuff is, and I'm getting it. So this feels like a more like suede tencel on one side, and it is like like a deep navy blue. What is that green stripe in the other? Green stripe. This one, it's flannel. It's Joanne's flannel. Joanne's flannel. You want to see what it is, or you want me to get it out? It's flannel though. I'll get it out. You got it. That's okay. What do I do have some stripes in knits. Tamara, I don't know if you've seen the knits that I've gotten yet. I don't think I've had you on a show since I picked up a bunch of knits last week. Let me make sure the weight on this is right. Yeah. 4 ounces. I did have a very nice green. Since your eye caught that green, I did have a very nice green silk that I ran getting into wovens more. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, running a yard of this navy kind of suede tencel. I have 1 yard. This looks very velvety on one side, so that suede feel. $5 for the yard of this suede tencel. Tencel is great, just in case nobody has used a tencel before. Tencel is just great for like pants, like for like gaucho pants and stuff like that. I really love it. It just has such a good like, yeah, caftans. But if you're like a wide leg pant person, okay, so like I have the perfect. I literally just bought this and it's sitting right here, and my eye just caught it. So like pants like these, I love like tencel for. Like it just has such a good drape and like sachet away kind of vibe, if that makes sense. So if you haven't used tencel before and it ever pops up in any of these fabric shows, get you some tinsel. Oh, here's another one of these colors. I think Denise picked up the other. Did Denise pick up the other one that was like this? I don't know. Denise? Did Denise pick it up? This is long. One long. 1, 2, 3, 3 and 7/8. 3 and 7/8 of this beautiful silk charmeuse. This one is definitely, oh, I'm not sure. I thought she did too. Did I? What did I? Oh, I think I had a smaller cup, but I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's 4. 4. Let's just run 4 for 30. Why not? All 4 yards. Let me wait. All 4 yards for 30. Oh, she got a different color blue. So, babe. I don't see that. 8 ounces. 8.5. Just making sure my measurements are right here, folks. 4 yards. $30 for all 4 yards of, this is in fact silk. Silk charmeuse. Starting that now. 4 yards. $30 for all 4 yards of this silk charmeuse. If you want a smaller cut, I can always cut it down, but running it at all 4. All right, let's run 2. Let's run 2 yards. 15 for 2 yards. That's, yes. 15 for 2 yards. That's $7 a yard for silk charmeuse. Like for real, silk charmeuse, 2 yards. Danny, I'm not sure if this is the pink color you had gotten, or sorry, pink, the blue color you had gotten earlier, but I don't think so. I don't know where that cut went, to be honest. Somewhere in all the silks on my computer, or on my desk. Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure. I dropped them. Pause real quick. Oh no, it's a different color blue that you had gotten. It was the deeper blue. All right, we're back. It's a deeper blue you had gotten. Sorry, everything's just all slinky over here. I'm rolling off my big old desk. Since everything's real slinky. No, the other one was darker, and the 375 was originally 15. Danny, I'll throw in the rest of that blue one for you. If you think you can use 4 yards. Yeah, absolutely. You got it. Yeah, I'll just throw in the rest of that. Yeah. No worries there. I fell asleep for a while. No, not your fault at all, Danny. I didn't remember either. So we're all the same. All right. Oh, I got some other shimmers. Where are we at? I think we're at a yard. A yard and a quarter. A yard and a quarter of this peachish one. Yes, this one's beautiful. I don't know if I have a bigger cut of this. A yard and a quarter. Is that locked? Oh, okay. A yard and a quarter. Let me fix my weight. Edit. 12. Welcome in, welcome in. At 12 ounces for this one. $7 for a yard and a quarter of this like nude-ish color. No, a little bit. Two-way stretch there. This nude colored sequence. Let me run it. That's running right now. If anybody's interested in some sequins, got a lot of sequins. I love these, by the way, in case anybody's. Ellie Bell, what are you doing, love? Have it in a light gray as well. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let me see how much is this one. One. So 1 7/8. 1 7/8 of this pretty one. This is like we were talking about bachelorette parties. This is like you're the bride and about to get married kind of vibes. And like you're going out for the evening. Starting that, $7 for the whole piece. It's a yard and some change, probably about 7/8. If anybody is interested in some of this. I also have this in black too. Thanks for looking at that. Ooh. This would make a very pretty skirt. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, with the pleats. 1, 2, 2.5. Annie Paisley. Jade in what base? I guess is my question. 2.5 of this, running at $7 a yard, and I have 2 yards of this. 2 and some change, I think. What base for Paisley? 1, 2, 2.5. I got 2.5 of this. I'm gonna run the whole piece and see if anybody just wants the whole piece. This has like this pleated vibe to it, and it would make a very great skirt. Like if you tossed it over another piece. So we're gonna run this whole piece, 2.5 for $10 in case anybody wants the whole piece. That's running 2.5. Oh, it's just getting us up. 2.5 yards, $10 for all 2.5 yards of this like pleated chiffon I'm going with. Thanks for looking at that one. What else we got? I think we're in some scrap. Oh, here's a pink. Ooh. Oh, this is one of those like change ones. For the person who's wanting paisley, I do have a paisley in like a silk sari type fabric. Look at this. What? This is cool. This is cool. $7 a yard. And if you're worried about sewing this, I promise you it's really not that hard. If you're like, I don't know if I could sew that, yes, you can. I know, this is very ooh la la for sure. You can definitely sew this. This would make a great bag, Denise. Interface it. Interface the backside because it does have like this thicker mesh. And then have this as the bag. No, can't. Yes. It's not, I promise it's not. If I need to make something, just so y'all have faith in your ability to sew this fur baby. Oh my gosh, you're still here. I love you and your sequin buying. Oh, yes. This one's so fun. Okay, I'm going to run another. Just in case you need more than 1 yard. I'm just gonna keep doing this, by the way. Just in case. I know. I hope I can convince you for maybe to like send me pictures of what it is that you make with this. I really do think this would make an awesome bag too. Like I just think that it would make a super cool bag. Also, so babe, I don't know if you saw that she got some of the like disco ones that I have, like those little pendants. I don't know if you saw that. That made my heart happy. Love. Oh, I don't know if I changed the weight on this. That's okay though. I'll figure it out. I will figure that out. Because this is heavy. It's gonna go in a flat rate. And they can just eat me on the flat rate stuff. Okay, where are we at? Not tweed. It's a woven, not tweed. Sandra, what is this? What's this, Sandra? Woven. Borderline homespun. Yeah, it feels like homespun, kind of. With a denseness to it. All right, let's. 1, 2, 2¼ of this beautiful woven with some sequins. Greenish blue velvet. Stretch like the velvet stretch like the brown. The one that was like a small piece, Denise. I know this, and also I just want to like, this is so soft. Like it just feels great. Okay, this is running $7 a yard. That's okay. I'll see what I got. $7 a yard. This is some type of woven. It does have a little bit of sheerness, nothing you can't like line or anything like that, but it is like heavier. A little bit of sequins in there. All right, let me see if I can find what you're talking about. Let me move my stats here. It's in here somewhere, friends. I got blue. I don't know if the, oh wait, maybe it's in this little stack here. Because I've just been putting stuff up here. Beep, beep, beep. No, not up there. There's an orange, a brown. Here's a blue. Are you talking about this chunk? You have a blue/teal. I have this one. Don't worry about bothering me. I could be bothered. I can be bothered. I think I don't know if I thought I had a green one too. Did I put it in a bin? Okay, so there's this piece I know. And I thought I had another. Pause. I'm on pause. I'm hunting. I'm on the hunt for some stuff. Looking for the homies. I think this is it. I think this is the piece that we're conferring about. My big old Betty of a dog. Yeah. Tucker. Yeah. I think this is the only piece I got, Denise. Because I had the bigger browns, the orange, and then like this pink piece. This one. It's less than a yard. You got it. Three. Starting at 3. Let me make sure the weight's right. 'Cause I want to. Boop. Starting at 3. Don't know where my dog just disappeared to, but 3 for this piece. Boop, boop. Good grab on that. All right, let me see what else I got. Anybody interested in flannel? OG Joanne's flannel. Huh? OG Joanne's flannel. If so, I got some. I got some for you. Did I run this one? I think I did. I think I ran that. What else is in my bins? Ooh, some velvet. Ooh, velveteen. I'll show you what I got. Let me see how much yardage I got of this. This is like already lined. It's got like doesn't feel like crepe, but it's got a lining. Sandra, what are these ones? Definitely velvet on one side. So this is like a ice blue color. Can't recall. That's okay. It feels like a velvet on one side, and then the back side is lined. Like the back side like I don't know, it feels like jeans kind of. Like canvas, yeah. Yeah. So we've got velvet on one side, canvas on the other, a yard and a half of this blue. Let me weigh it real quick. And I'll run the whole yard and a half. Oh, I always do that. Do, do, do. My scale is thinking. 1 pound. Edit. 1 pound. All right, friends, I got a yard and a half of this. It has velvet on one side and a light canvas on the other. So you can definitely just like essentially plug and play with this and like make a skirt or parts of a jacket. I think there's definitely, since there's a yard and a half, you might be tight on the running a, what's it called? $10 for the whole yard and a half. Make a nice bag for sure. $10 for a yard and a half. Denise. Ooh, Frank. Blue is your color, Denise? Great bag. That was a good grab. Denise, did that other shell upholstery show up for you? From that one gal that had a bunch of upholstery fabric? That stuff was thick. Thick. I was not expecting it to be that thick, to be honest. I'm going to say that on the whole chest. All right, I got a pink piece here. Pink piece. Another yard and 5/8. A yard and 5/8. You didn't get anything yet? I got it in the other day. Okay, this like baby pink. It's velvet on one side, lightweight canvas on the other. A yard and 5/8. 5/8? Yeah, a yard and 5/8. $10. That makes sense. $10 for the whole piece. A yard and 5/8. Velvet on one side, canvas on the other. Plus delays with FIFA. Denise, where are you? What do you mean delays with FIFA? Where's she shipping from? I was like, I'm in Seattle. I thought that was here. I thought the World Cup was in Seattle. Am I missing something? I thought the World Cup was in Seattle. Oh, that makes sense. I was like, what am I missing? 1 3/8. 1 3/8. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is in the bin here. I got some scraps of this silk. Scraps of silk. I got another piece. Ooh, this stretch. So there's an offcut of this. It is a stretch crepe. Crepe on one side, lining on the other. Offcut. It would be, so there's 1 yard at probably 62, and then about 3/4 in this offcut here. So I'm gonna run this whole piece for 7. This nice crepe, 7 and some change. Oh, let me change the, oh, well, I guess, let me change the weight. 7 and some change. That's running now. If anybody's interested, some crepe on one side, lining on the other. So babe, you can't do that, okay? I can't run auctions just for you. Nothing but snark from here on out. You know, they should be thankful that I am not in petty days, because I am one of those people who is a Google reviewer, where like my thing like considers me, like Google considers me like a local legend because of how much like Google reviews that I do. And yeah, they better be lucky that I ain't in my petty self today. I don't know if I have. Anybody want some flannel? I got some flannel. Some flannel? Anybody want some flannel? This one's cute. I need a top out of that. OG Joann's. Ooh, this one's cute. A Joann's. We sure miss our girl. Look at that one. All right, this is one. Well, let me see. Gotta open it up and measure it. 1, 2. Is that right? I think it's 3. 1, 2, 2 and 7/8. 2 and 7/8 of this super cute Joann's flannel. Let me change the weight on this, and we're going to run this whole piece for $7. $7 for this whole piece. Joann's flannel. We sure miss her. If anybody's interested, here's the print on it. $7 for, I think it was 2 and 7/8. Thanks for looking at that. I don't know how many flannel people there are. Maybe I should keep rolling into some other things. These are fun. Look at these. Anybody want some flannel? I got some flannel. Got some flannel. All right, let me see what else I got. Where's sperm on it? I got some black sequins. Black sequins. This one's got some sheerness. Black sequins. $7 a yard for this. $7 a yard. I have multiple yards. If you want more than a yard, let me know. There is some sheerness on this one. Two-way stretch on that. I ran this the other day, but if anybody is interested, it is a lilac purple 100% cotton French terry. I do have it in a like an asphalt gray as well. So I'm going to run this. I ran it at 10 a yard the other day. 10 a yard. It is 100% cotton. Hey, Reese. Organic too. Yes. Organic cotton. Renting a yard at $10. 100% organic cotton. French terry. Sorry, my garage door is open, so you can hear the highway that is the road next to me. Denise, you just want 1 yard? You're so welcome, Reese. Did you get my sticker too? I think I put a sticker in everybody's everybody's package. I'm gonna run 1 more yard. 1 more yard of this lilac French terry. I do have it in, that's okay. That's running for you right now. Totally get it. Yeah, the lilac French terry is so nice. It really is. I just packed it. I think it was, I can't remember who it was for. Nikki? Either Nikki or Sobe. Can't remember. But it just literally went in the mail. I also have some gray French terry for anybody that's here just hanging out watching. Got some purple wool crepe. You're so welcome. Purple wool crepe. I think, Danny, I think you picked some of this up. Either this color or a different one the other day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 1/4. 5 1/4 of this purple wool crepe. You can see it there. This one's nice and like the texture's great on it. So this is, let's just do 7. And it's probably 12 ounces. Let's run it. $7 a yard of this purple wool crepe. If you want more than 1 yard, I can run more than 1 yard for you if you want. I think I said I have 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, 107. Get out of here. Hi. Absolutely not. That was ridiculous. Thank you. Like, if someone's gonna and yeah, someone's gonna pop in and be like, "Excuse me," I'm so glad nobody has a trigger finger because my lord, that would have been terrible. $7 a yard. This purple wool crepe. Purple wool crepe. There's a little bit of give, but not. I wouldn't call it stretch. Thanks for looking at that. Oh, so babe, I have some other ones that you would like. You and Couture Karma would like these ones. Oh, this is the one that that Danny got. This one's nice. How many yards I had? 5. 5 and a quarter, I think. This one's nice and heavy. Sandra, what's this one? I know it's hard to tell, but I know it's wool, not necessarily the crepe. I think. Yeah, this one's soft. This would make a great pantsuit. And again, another with a sachet. Like the drape on this one's really good. So, babe, of that lilac wool crepe, I think it was 5 and a quarter. This is 1, 2, 3. I got 3 of this one. Yeah, this one's tightly woven. I got 3 of this. This one is heavy. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so here's the wool crepe, and then here's that other one. Lighter on the wool crepe. I don't know if the lilac, hold on, let me make sure I don't think the lilac is coming through enough, to be honest. Like, I think that, there we go. This is better. Just so you can see, because I think that light up there is like kind of changing the. This one or the crepe? We'll go 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Of this one. This one's 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3. Yeah, you got it. 3 on the heavy, 5 and some change on the other one, on this wool crepe. All right, let's see what else I got this fun number. Where's Couture Karma? This is some a her jam for sure. This is some dress material. Look how wide it is too. Good grief. Look at it. Would you just look at that? Also, the texture of this is so cool. I also have it in a pink and black. So just so you guys can see this, this is obviously like for the outside of a dress or like the skirt piece and stuff like that. But like it is like wide. And I got a lot because this is the whole. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I love this. Would be so cool for like some of my vintage patterns that I have. 10 yards of this. 10 yards. I'm gonna run $7 a yard. If anybody is interested in a yard of this, I've got 10 yards of it. This is so cool. Great skirt material for sure. Or like just a nice dress. Like that would be, you want 6 yards of this? You got it. Absolutely golden delicious. Let me. Black and white stripe, 6 yards. What's 6 times 7? 42? Let's just call it 40. Is my math right on that? 6 times 7 is 42. Okay. Running it for 40. Please select a shipping profile. Oh yeah, I need to do that. 6 yards is probably going to be 2 pounds. Boop, boop, boop. All right, this is up for So Babe. 6 yards of this beautiful fabric. 6 yards. You got it. That one's a cool piece. The top that, or like the dress that I can see with that is like black bodice, like corset style, and then that as the skirt. Just saying. Nobody asked me for dress suggestions, but I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna give them. Here's the Golden Delicious. Here is the pink. And again, I got another big chunk of yardage on this one. Sandra, are you saying ooh to my dress idea? With like a solid black bodice and then that as a skirt would be so like that would be amazing. But yeah, it's a big old chunk of fabric. Same thing on this one. Oh, I just got some patterns like that actually. Like yeah. All right. $7 a yard for this. If you want multiple yards, I got plenty. Can I do 2? Oh yeah. Don't bid on that yet, and I'll run you. Yes, like something that just blocks a little bit. Absolutely. Golden Delicious, let me run you 2. Uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. Cancel. Go back to my show, please. Golden Delicious. Beep, beep, beep. Show is already open in another tab. Okay, whatever. Add temporary listing. 14. 2 yards, name, golden. 2 yards, pink and black. Shipping profile, this is going to be a pound. Okay, okay. $30 illegal. I don't even know why that's the default. All right, golden, that's up for you. 2 yards of the pink and black. If anybody else is interested, I have multiple yards. So, babe, I just want to see the stuff that you make. You have to send me pictures. I know, we just need a group chat. Let me start a text thread of all of us whatnot people, because I'm down. I like to chatter. Love to chatter. I got another wool crepe. This one is more like a blue. Let me get the card up. Wool crepe. It's blue. Let's see what we got yardage wise on this. 2, 4. 4 yards is what I got on this. We're probably, oh Lord, someone's going. There's some stretch on this one for sure. 2-way stretch on this one. 2-way stretch. Wool crepe. How much did I say for the yardage? 4? All right. What am I at? Oh, there we go. Start. $7 for 1 yard of this stretch wool crepe. It is a blue color. I got 4 yards of it. If you want multiple yards, just let me know in the chat how many yards you want. All right. Okay. I got some black. So, babe, I don't know if you're down for black. Oh, this would go with the skirt. This would go with the skirt. Do we have stretch on this? Little bit of stretch. This is lined. Crepe on one side. I guess there's like a little bit of stretch to it. Crepe on one side and a liner on the other. This is a big old honker of fabric. And it might just be heavy because of the lining. Let's see. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 1/4. 5 1/4 of black crepe. It is likely a wool crepe, and then it does have a liner on it. $7 a yard, starting that. I said 5 1/4, right? 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Black wool crepe. $7 a yard. If you want multiple yards, you just let me know how many yards you want. Now we'll cut it for you. Where are we at? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Some sort of tweed. This is a smaller piece. It's 1, I think we're 1 yard all the way because there's a selvage. 1 yard of this tweed. Super neat print. Let me change the weight here. Welcome in. We're at a pound. If I had to guess. If I had to guess. Ba-da-ba. Boom. 1 pound, 4 ounces. 1 pound, 4 ounces. So, my bag making friends, here's a yard of this beautiful tweed. 1 yard, $7. Thanks for looking at that. What else we got? Oh, this one's heavy. Oh, this, this is like, what are we gonna call this? Like Spanx. Spanx material. Because it's real thick. Like, that's real thick. I think the weight is correct on that. $7 a yard. And I got another big ol' chunk of fabric on this one. $7 a yard. And like I said, this is like Spanx material. Like, this is a real dense stretch. $7 a yard. If you want multiple yards of it, you just let me know how many yards you want. Real dense stretch of this like Spanx-like material. Thanks for looking at that. Oh, here's that gray French terry. If anybody wants some like granite gray French terry, I have a bunch of this granite gray French terry. We'll run the granite at $7 a yard. If you want multiple yards of it, you just let me know how many yards and I'll run it for you. $7 a yard for this granite gray French terry. I haven't even gotten into my knits yet. Should I even roll into the knits? How are we feeling? It's Friday night. Y'all sick of the internet yet? Because I got some like pre-cuts I can run. Oh, here's some polka dots. Anybody want some dots? This is some sort of woven. Dog, what are you doing? There's my big Betty of a dog. That's Tucker. He's old. He's real old. All right, what's my yardage on this? 2, 5. Australian import cotton. This is a super cool, like big old red dot. Got 5 yards of this, starting at $7 a yard. 5 yards of this, starting at 7. If anybody wants me to run the whole piece, I'll do you a deal on it. Got something in my eyeball. Let's just run all 5 yards, just in case. I'm going to run all 5 yards at 25. All 5 yards at 25. This is, I'd say another pound. Confirm. All right, anybody wants 5 yards of this Australian cotton, 5 yards, $25 for all 5 yards. A little bit of stretch there. That's $5 a yard. $5 a yard. All right, I got one more. Oh, I already ran the that one. But I got a smaller polka dot. Smaller polka dot. Another imported cotton. Oh, this is wide. So nice and wide. All right, let's see what my yardage is on this. 1, 2, 5 and some change. Another 5 and some change on this imported cotton. Gonna do $25 for all 5 yards. $25 for all 5 yards of this imported cotton. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, let's pull some more. What else we got? Maybe there was the chiffon. I'm so surprised no one's picked this up yet. This one's so soft. This is another woven cotton. This one's so pretty. It's like this blue color. Almost, I don't know what color you'd call it, to be honest. There's that. Let's see how many yards I got of this. Welcome in, welcome in. I also have a ton of knits. I'm rolling through some of the apparel fabric that I got today. Oh, that's the wrong way. Wrong way. If there's anything you're looking for, I have silk, I have velvet, I have a jacquard, some jersey knits, some modal. I have some more technical fabric like polar tech or sweatshirts. 2, 4, 6, 8, probably 10. I got at least 10 yards of this. 10 yards. Let me edit this. We'll do this at $5 a yard. $5 a yard for this super soft, like woven blue. Material. Sorry for the highway that's right next to my house. Let me ask Sandra, who's in the chat. Sandra, I know it's cotton, I can tell you that. Yeah, it's definitely definitely a woven. Oh, the mail lady's here. Let me see what. Yeah, definitely a cotton woven of some sort. Anybody, I'm gonna rerun that. $5 a yard. If you want more than 1 yard of it, I will run you as many as you'd like. This one's super soft too. Super soft. Oh, she's dropping off some whatnot packages. Sorry, my garage door is open. Thanks for looking at that. Eileen, is there anything that you're looking for? Oh, you want me to start it? How many yards do you want? Just the one? 3, you got it. First one's up. Thanks for that, Eileen. There's your second one. This one will make like great. I guess the best way to the best thing that I can compare it to. Here's another yard. Denise, you're just my mod at this point. They remind me of like, so I've been to Greece and like those like lightweight loose pants that are like it's thin like a gauze, but not. I don't know if that makes sense. Shirting, kind of. It could definitely be used as shirting. Also, I'm sending you one of my stickers, Eileen. Usually I send these to people and it says buying fabric is a hobby. It is in fact a sticker that I made of myself for a market that I did slinging fabric. But buying fabric is a hobby, obviously, for a lot of us. I'm going to roll through some of the silks that I had earlier that I might not have shown anybody. Here is a more like an addiction. Yes, absolutely. For baby mama, you're still with me. Yay. Thank you for hanging out. All right, here is a white silk. Sandra, is this one of the Bennett ones? Hey, Grit and Grace. I just put a package in the mail for you. I don't know if this, I think this white one might be one of the Bennett ones. That's okay. Domestic. Okay. Dog. Running these at $7 a yard for this one. This is a white domestic silk. Just so you can see. Kind of some sheerness on it. That's running right now, $7 a yard. If you want multiple yards, you just let me know. How many you want? And I'll run you as much as you like. I think I went through the blues and the pinks earlier. So if you want any of that, no worries. That's Habitai. Got some more of this. I think this is one of the Bennetts. Got some more of this. This is a pretty one. Let's just run it at $7 a yard. If you want multiple yards, I think I've probably got three left of this. Charmeuse silk. I'm not sure if I'm calling that out yet, but charmeuse silk. Here's another Habitai. Another Habitai. Anybody want some black? Yeah. Black silk. A little bit of stretch. A little bit of stretch in this one. Some two-way stretch. And this black silk. Silk charmeuse. This one's super pretty. This is some real hot girl stuff. Some negligee type material. $10 a yard. If you want multiple yards, you let me know. A little bit of stretch on this black silk charmeuse. It is silk, just so y'all are aware. Silk charmeuse. Thanks for looking at that one. Anybody want some flannel? Some more flannel? Got some car flannel. It's still in the package. Anybody need some flannel? Car flannel? Some race cars? All right, I'm going to start pulling stuff out from underneath my table, too. This is what I did last show, too. All right, here is some, like, houndstooth type wool. super soft on this. Let's just run it at 10 a yard. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure my weight's right. Edit. Weight, because this is heavy. Well, it's not really heavy, but it's big. Running a yard of this. If you want more than 1 yard, please let me know. I know it's summer and y'all are like, JJ, it's hot out. It's okay because it's going to get cold. And you're going to want to buy cold weather materials before it's cold so you can make stuff. Because if you're like me, it's going to take me multiple months to be ready for what's it called? For Christmas. I don't know what my dog's barking at. What's this? Oh, that's cotton. I don't want that. What's this? I got a piece of silk. I don't know what it is. If anybody's interested in this, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 3¼ by 36. 3¼ by 36 for this piece. Let's just run this whole piece for 10. $10 for this whole piece. I don't know what it is. Feels like some sort of silk, some sort of woven silk. Thanks for looking at that. All right, I'm going to take you guys on a field trip to show you my knits. I'm going to show you my stack of knits here and take you on a field trip and show it to you. Sorry, I started Siri. Show you what else I got. If anybody is interested in any of this, all of this is $7 a yard. So I have some jersey and some navy, some more jersey, lots of stripes. All of I know, Sandra. This is what I was talking about. I have this kind of camo brushed cashmere. I have another camo in this toweling material. Some spots in lycra. If you see anything that you're interested in, let me know. This is another like jersey-esque material. I have some ribbing. I know. I was gonna pull all of these out and show them to you guys tonight, but my husband just came home with some of that black and white stripe. Which black and white stripe? The charmeuse or just the knit? You got it. How many yards do you want of that? The one with the thicker, I'll pull it out for you if you want me to. So you can see it. Next to pink later. Okay. I do have a show on Monday. And then next week, Tuesday, I'm picking up a bunch of tapestry, denim, corduroy, and some stuff like that. So I'm going to have like a whole other set of things. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. Hi, Tyra's Treasures. Welcome in, friends. I was just going through my random stack of knits that I was going to run. But like I said, my husband just came home with Panda Express. So, with that being said, I think that's it for me for the night. Hi, Tyra. I'm about to take off, Tyra, because my husband just came home with some Panda Express. And I know. And your girl loves me some noodles. My daughter calls them $60 noodles. I don't know where she came up with that. But let's go find somebody to raid. I appreciate you guys spending your evening with me. Thank you so much, especially on a Friday night. So let's go find somebody to raid. Bye, Denise. sewing supplies. Let's go there.